Guys, welcome back to Unknown. Today we're going to be reviewing the Ducati Panigale V4R. This is a much anticipated video from the viewers, which we barely have. Yeah. So, well, if you're new here, join the gang. I mean, you're 25 subscribers. I think we have more by the time we get published, but then if you want, give us a subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yes. Hit the bell, hit the notifications, maybe.
That is if you want to.
Yeah. Right, we do good reviews. Okay, so let's move on to the video now. So, Rishan is going to be telling us about the Ducati Panigale.
Yeah, so this is a 6,000 rupee Lego set which I bought off Amazon.
No, wait, not those things. Like about the bike.
About the bike, what do you mean?
Like, what's the bike about and everything.
I don't understand.
Okay, so let's leave that. So basically, what he was trying to tell before is that it's 6,000 rupees and he bought it off Amazon. Well, it's his bike, not mine. So credit to Rishan. And basically, I've seen the price. It's $80 and it's very good for its price. We're going to be mentioning it a bunch of times.
$72 if I remember correctly.
79.99. Yes.
Is that on Lego.com? You actually went and checked it?
Yeah, I checked it.
Okay.
So this is accurate, $79.99. So you can. It's basically $80. It's really worth the price. It's a pretty big set for $80. You get a lot of stuff. You get suspension. You get what's this thing called?
That's a gearbox.
Yeah, you get the gearbox.
And you get a chain.
You get like the awesome chain.
The chain which also helps in the gearbox.
Of course it does. Get this. You literally have all the features, most of the features from the Ducati. We're going to be reviewing that today. So without further ado, let's move on to the video. So first, I'm going to be reviewing this Ducati. I'm going to be reviewing Sariel Ducati because it's his. He built it. I just helped a bit.
On FaceTime caller.
No, I did come to your house.
Yeah, you actually did. You
Yeah,
built
so
a bit of it.
Yeah, I built a bit of it. Maybe 30 steps, right? Yeah. So how many steps were there? Do you remember?
No.
I think it was around 300 steps. Not too much. For like $80, you're getting a lot of stuff. So, well, we're gonna be kind. So I'm gonna be giving my first impression, and I'm gonna be rating this. Basically, I'm gonna be saying all the goods and bads about this, and Rishan's gonna be helping me a bit when I need help from him. So let's look. The front part looks pretty nice. I'm pretty sure this is a new piece, if I'm not wrong. These ones they were specifically made for the bike, and this one is also a new piece. Rishan can tell more about this piece, the golden piece.
Yeah, that's a new suspension piece, specially made for this Lego set. It's a bit weaker than the suspension that you see in the back, which is pretty normal in other Lego sets. It's a bit weaker, that's all.
Yeah. So, okay, hold up. Much better. So, I really like that they made a new piece for the Ducati. I mean, it would be very bad to see these yellow ugly things in the front. I'm serious here.
It would be really ugly.
It would be pretty ugly. It's a bit weaker, but then it does suit the Ducati. Like, look at that. When you see this, people see the front, looks nice. But
would be better if it was white though.
yeah, kind of. So this much, if you look at it from side angle, front, nice. Look at it from the front, it looks doesn't look good. Yeah, it looks doesn't. I won't say ugly. They had a very hard time making all the angles. If you notice, you see how it's angled, all these angles. So I'm gonna give to Lego people, like they did keep a lot of effort into this. But then the lights, they could have made it a bit larger. You can see there's a bit of gap over there.
Looks like a Ninjago dragon.
Yep, actually kind of does though. So they should have made those lights a bit larger. Or maybe they could have come up with a new piece for the lights. I mean, if you look at it from a certain angle, you can barely even see those lights. So, that's not good. And now I'll be going in depth of the front. So, tire looks very nice. This is actually thinner than the one at the back, which is actually there in the rear bike, which is a very nice touch. This thing moves.
Obviously.
I mean, sometimes it doesn't, right? Sometimes.
But it's an $80 set. You have to expect that.
$80 you don't expect that, but then it goes beyond your expectation. So this thing moves. We'll be going more on the steering cable. When we reach there, you can skip this part if you're not interested. You can move to the back of the. You can move to the video where we do the back part. There's a lot of issues over here.
We'll include timestamps.
Yeah, we will include timestamps. So over here you can see I really like this black thing over here. It really covers it up nicely. But then there's one big problem here. All of these beams are showing up. I don't like it. You can see this thin thing over here. It looks very good. This part looks very good.
Yeah, so I mean they could have made a smooth, shiny kind of piece to cover these things up. Like there are ample number of holes which you can insert the piece into.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. So Ishan's actually right. I was thinking, you see these pieces over here? I think that's a bit clear. This piece is very common. They could have kept this piece over here and they could have used a more tinier piece over here. But then, again, there's the issue of having the wheel. It may be blocked. So I think they forgot to add this or something. I'm not sure. It really looks like they forgot to add a piece. Because if you notice here carefully, there is a curve here, but then it ends over here. I think they were about to make some new piece for adding it over here, but then they said no, it doesn't look good or something. If you look at it literally, there's a curve here, but then there's not here on both the sides. It's a bit ugly. So this is one part I do not like out the front. So for that, lot of effort kept in here, and I'm gonna be referring to Sariel's video here. It's linked in the description. He has also an in-depth review, and basically has more subscribers than us. But that does not matter right now. So, what I was saying is, he actually mentioned that it doesn't have front mudguard. Good point, but where do we add it from? So I actually did find a way to add it. Over here, these pieces, these are actually the tiny blue pieces. I don't think I have. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna bring them right now. But then there is tiny blue colored pieces. If you're familiar with like the axle and the petroleum tank, not the petroleum tank. What do I call it again?
The black nail.
Not the black nail, like the black piece. You see these things over here? That thing, and then the axle hole. That's a blue piece. They could have made it. They could have kept the longer one over here. Stop doing that. They could have kept the longer one over here, and they could have added a mudguard. That would be pretty easy. I'm pretty sure if I wanted and if I had the pieces, I could make it in 15 minutes. Literally, I could even design the mudguard properly. They should have done that, but I think they're going to show off the front or something. That's why they didn't have the mudguard. But
why would they want to show off the front when it's...
See, they should respect this, right? You can see there's golden, like they even kept inside these pieces. It's like full gold color. So I think they want to do it. And if there's a mudguard, it will cover literally half the wheel. And the only reason you see it designed from the top, not from the sides. It doesn't really look that much unless you really focus on like, oh, the wheel's actually having some design on it, right? That's a problem. So yeah, that's that. These things, I'm pretty sure is there in the actual thing. Okay, stop doing that. You may break it. It's yours, but yeah. So now I'll make this quick. The side part. If you were from the part where I told you to skip to the side part, well, hello there. Okay, so yeah, so this part, now we'll be looking at this part here. First of all, I like this part of here. They had to keep so many angles to make it curve. This is like the best part of this, literally so good. I can see these things coming out and I can imagine how much detail and effort it took to make these curves on the bike. Pretty sure it took a lot of time. So, clap. Wait. Where the designers deserve. This is like my favorite part of the bike. You agree, right?
Yes.
So, there's this piece over here which almost nobody notices sometimes. Even I didn't notice it the first time.
Which piece?
This piece over here.
That piece. Yeah, it's kind of hard to notice.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to notice, but it does add on to this. I would say not that much of it's covered. Well, it's pretty good for what you get. And when this thing moves, this also moves a bit. Yeah, it moves back.
The pistons.
Yeah, no, this thing, this.
When the pistons move, that moves.
Yeah, that basically moves, this thing. And that's there in the rear bike, but it's not peach colored. That's what I don't like. It's not peach colored.
It stands out.
It stands out like a lot. He's actually being right now. So, yeah, that's that. Chain is supposed to be a bit loose, but then Rishan thought it would be a good idea to actually remove one of the chain pieces. Now that he actually that would be a stupid idea if you're doing on a rear bike. He just wanted to have it so it would not look droopy. But if you're buying a set, this is not how your chain gonna look like. You're gonna have like basically this plus two pieces, and that actually gets a lot of droopiness. But then there's a problem with that. We actually addressed this problem. When you're moving it back, when you're moving it front, it goes properly, it droops properly. When you're moving it back, these both sort to come together. They literally come together like this when you're moving it back, and it looks very bad.
That's the other way around.
Oh yeah, so when you're moving front, I think they converge, and when you're moving it back, it's normal. So that's a bit weird, but yeah, you get looking like a real bike chain, and it uses gears too, which is very very cool. So there's even an exhaust over here which you would barely notice. Looks pretty good to me, but there's one very big disadvantage here. There's a lot of stickers. Now for a person who likes stickering, this would be a good thing, but then they're relying too much on stickers. Literally, there's too many stickers here. Exhaust stickers. Okay, that is fine, but then like there's just too many stickers here. That's like,
this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
This is not fine. They could have added a piece here. Why didn't you have to make it so like that? Exhaust also, like they could have
designed an exhaust.
Yeah, like they could have they used the front. Front looks good. No stickers. I like it. It's clean except for the lights. That is proper. That is good. Front is good. This part mediocre. I would say just a pass.
But you just said that this was your favorite part, and
Well,
that's the part that has the most stickers on it.
I'm not done. There's even more. I told you that there's gonna be issues in this, and if you skip till here, or if you're still watching, you still want to know the issues of this model. You want to know if it's worth the price, or if you want to buy this. Do you really want to buy this? This thing over here, it looks very very bad. These yellow pieces, they couldn't even try to hide it or something. I think there are black versions of this. They should have used it. If they had the black versions, they really should have used it. I'm not sure though. Don't go by my word. But then this thing, the yellow piece just stands out. It doesn't look too good. It stands out in a bad way, doesn't it? Yeah. So it does give good suspension. I mean, even with the chain, they had to think of a way of doing suspension like that. That is very good. So I'm just right now, I'm rating looks. Looks, it's a mediocre. Just a pass, basically. This looks, I'll give 8 out of 10 if I wanted to. So that's that. Now let's look at functions. For functions, Rishan is the best because he basically did the whole thing. He's gonna be talking about the gearbox now.
Yeah, so basically the gearbox has 3 modes. This is new.
Move it a bit front. Yeah.
Yeah, this is neutral, where if you see, you can't see that, right? Can you see it?
There's a piston in there.
There's a piston in there,
and I like to point out, if you let me, the pistons are barely seen. They're actually, it's a V4 engine.
It is a V4 engine.
Yes, and you can literally only see one piston. It's literally covered inside. It's supposed to be there, but then like, what? Why is it so bad? Why is it inside? It's so hard to see the pistons. Like if you be like, oh, it has a V4 engine, and you just go to your friend and say, oh, look at that, look, can you see the piston inside? Yeah, it's a V4 engine. Really? That part's a bit bad. Yeah, you can continue. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can continue.
Yeah, so it has 3 modes. This is neutral.
Yep, straight
where
neutral.
the pistons don't move.
Okay.
And this is first gear, I believe, where the pistons move slowly.
Yeah, pistons move slowly.
And this is third gear, where the pistons move fast.
Yeah, so this is basically in the designer and everything. Even on the box, they show this angle. This angle is where things get a little weird. I'm gonna come to this later. It has the exhaust.
I actually like this angle the most.
Very high on. You could, but the good thing is you can see these gears move. When you change the gears, you can see this move, which is pretty cool in my opinion. You can see everything move over there.
I think you can actually remove these side plates and see the actual V4 engine.
These side plates.
No, what I'm saying is like you can just.
Right.
You can remove this also by removing these 2 things.
Oh. Is that the feature?
Yeah, I mean, they show it on the box. They showed it on the box once.
Okay, so I think you can actually look at your V4 engine then. I was a bit wrong. Oh god, these are tight pieces. I remove one. So it has a removable feature.
On both sides.
Okay, hold on. Oh. Yeah, it's on both sides. You can remove the headphones. Oops. Yeah. I think Rishan got a very tight piece. Usually Lego does not make mistakes like this, but don't worry, this is not gonna happen with your set.
Or maybe it will.
Usually doesn't. It's like 1 in a million chance. Don't think you've got a very extra piece or something. Okay. Hold up. I think. No, I actually can.
Can I try?
Why don't you try? For those of you who are getting bored, you can skip this part because we're very struggling to take out a piece. So this thing, I'm going to talk about it in the meanwhile. It's actually connected using this one axle, which is very easy to remove from both sides. Those things, if you get loose pieces, you're very lucky, but you can replace them. I'm pretty sure they're very common. Do you get it out? Okay, wait, hold up. I'll try.
Maybe the other side would be better.
Hold on.
I mean, they showed it on the box all stripped down.
Yeah, they did show it on the box. Okay.
Yeah, skip this part.
Okay. Don't worry, I got it. Okay, so basically, unfortunately we can't show this part, but if you remove this, you can look at the V4 engine.
Maybe try the other side.
We can try the other side. Well, later in the video. I think the viewers just want to see the disadvantages right now. There. And as I was mentioning, it goes in one single axle hole. It's very, very nice. Like,
That's easy.
it's very easy. I forgot the word though.
Oh god.
Not easy.
Something happened.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. So,
Symmetric.
if you read anywhere that it's very easy to remove these things, don't take it for granted. This is easy, super easy, like very friendly. This is gonna be a bit hard. We'll try this later, but for now, let's just continue. I was saying this piece looks very bad. What are you doing?
The tire came out a bit. If you can see it, right?
They kind of come out a bit, but let's just leave that for now. So we can see a bit of the piston. That's fine. I like how the suspension moves, but then there's if nobody noticed, there's a tail mudguard.
Small mudguard.
Pretty tiny, but then like how it fitted and everything, they really deserve another clap, but we're not going to do it with the tires, right? Yeah, that was good. Move a bit. Yeah, so yeah, that I like how they kept the suspension there with the chain. It is so, I mean, I would not imagine how hard it would be to actually use those parts. Wait, John, is this supposed to go over here?
What?
This piece.
Which piece?
This piece.
No.
Okay, here. Yeah, but yeah, suspension, that is very good. You get double suspension, individual suspension. That is super good. So if you're a suspension guy, you're kinetic person guy, like you like the kinetic Lego, like the Bugatti Chiron we've got under here. You can see it right over here. So if you like those kind of things, this is a very good set for you.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So we're gonna continue now. We're gonna go to the other side. As I said, I have no idea what this piece is, but it looks very good because of the angle.
Maybe it's a fuel tank.
Must be, but we can't.
But in bikes, usually the fuel tank is around here.
On the place where the person's. What if the fuel
No.
tank explodes?
No way. The person actually sits over here. The fuel place
But like
is
the person
here.
that kind of bends in, right?
That's when he's racing.
It's a racing bike.
But some random people buy it for road use.
Okay, but we're not talking about random people here, are we? Anyways, let's just move on here. I really like the exhaust. This is my favorite piece, which does not have stickers on it.
It looks like intake pipes or something like that.
No, it actually looks pretty good. I like how
But isn't this the exhaust?
that's the other exhaust.
No bike has 3 exhausts. Only 2.
Excuse me, these are 2. This is
I
one.
said 2.
It's a pair. I mean, count as 1.
Whatever.
Okay, but then these things they got rear bikes. It's the exhaust. So that thing you're gonna get that looks pretty nice. Gear system here. You even got 2 rubber bands in case you're a guy who likes to disassemble things and make new things. Let a part B. Like there are so many people on YouTube who just make part Bs of the sets, right? Even though they don't exist.
B models.
Yeah, B models. Sorry, rubber bands are there. You could have some nice go in. Yeah. So that's there. Basically the same thing. Stickers. We try removing this. Yeah. Now let's move on to the more difficult parts. The top. Very hard to judge this because it's very good. Steering wheel. I read it as this steering wheel is like so good. I mean, and I think this is the brake, or it's like
the brakes are here.
Oh yeah, right. The brakes are here. What is this thing? I know it's there on the rear bike. I just don't know what it is. But yeah, that's there. Looks pretty nice. Moves properly. I mean, I could literally move with this. Actually, I can't actually. Not too much.
I have a doubt.
What?
Why does Lego advertise pieces like these as functions?
Well, it's a good designer piece though.
But it's a sticker.
Yeah, it's a sticker.
They advertise stickers as functions.
It's fine. I mean,
Great people Lego are.
it's not that bad. So, we're continuing here. It's very hard to see the control panel inside, and we're gonna talk about this windshield. We're gonna have a windshield debate and a chainsaw debate. If you don't know what that is, because basically we're gonna argue, and we're gonna finally know if the windshield and the chainsaw are actually worth it. Sorry, chain, not the chainsaw. I just call it chainsaw. But yeah, chain and windshield debate will happen. This is balancing on Ninja Go swords, and that's a very intuitive, not intuitive,
But it's very flimsy at the same time.
bit flimsy though, but yeah, it's good. So this is a very creative way of keeping the what is it called again?
It's creative and cheap.
No, like what is this thing called?
Windshield. Mudguard. No.
Windshield. Not mud. Why is that a mud? Okay, leave it.
That was
It's a windshield.
name for it.
It's a windshield. So this looks nice. Looks nice here. This part also one of my favorites. I like how they made this sleek design. Very nice. Very nice looking. You even want like a sticker over here. V4R. That is straight up very good. So let's just conclude for a bit. We move to a stand, then we move to debate at the end. Is the set worth its price?
Yes, in my opinion.
Yes. It's good for a person who wants kind of stuff. Good for a person who wants looks.
And good for a person who wants a real life object as a Lego.
Yeah, licensed. I mean,
Yeah, licensed. Yes.
licensed Lego set. This is pretty good Lego set. Licensed Lego set. If you want like new pieces, this is pretty good. So you get like double suspension. You can break this, you can use it, and you can combine with other Lego sets. Take it box. So we were moving on to the stand now. Before we move on to the stand, with this, basically, you can combine this with other Lego. This is what I was giving as an example. Okay, see that back. So now let's move on to the stand. I really need to zoom in a bit here. Okay. Yeah. Let's move this down. Much better. Probably viewers have a much better view now. So let's have a look at this. Stand looks freakingly
awesome.
freakingly similar to the actual stand, and it's very flimsy, literally.
Why?
Don't worry, I fix it. It's pretty hard to fix,
Not that hard.
but like it takes more time. I mean, yeah. I respect how they took so much time to make it just like the original stand. Even had these tiny wheels that's actually there. to
Pretty
move
sure
it.
these wheels have rubber on them in the real thing.
No, they don't.
Pretty sure that.
They don't. I've seen it. Let us know in the comment section if I'm wrong. You win, right? Yeah. So it looks good. Doesn't take too much effort of.
That's the wrong way.
Sorry. Doesn't take too much effort of keeping this in. Sariel says it takes surgical precision. I know that's a metaphor, but then he means by keeping from the top. If you just rotate this, which we would obviously do because it can't stand on its own, keep this in, keep it in nice and tight, keep this there. Stands perfectly, but it can just knock over pretty easily. So that's a
And
disadvantage.
also, if you move this, I mean, sometimes it can't even stand. Like, wait, let me just.
Wait, hold up. I know what you mean.
great.
I know. Wait, hold up.
That happened again.
Okay, hold up. Just hold up. Okay. What he means to say is, it won't stand sometimes. That is because you have to move the steering wheel a little bit. If you move it here, see, it doesn't stand. But if you move it a bit here,
It still doesn't stand.
it does actually. See, it can be like that.
Yeah, but if you do like that,
It stands. It doesn't stand. So that's a bit of a disadvantage, but not too much. Comes with the stand. So that's what we're gonna give you. It's a good model. You should buy it. You should experiment with it. Very nice. Now let's move to debate. We'll have this very quick debate, okay? Now we just have 2 minutes to make up our points. Actually, no, 10 seconds. You make up your points. I make up my points. Don't
let's
get
just go with the flow.
Okay, fine. You start. Wait. Before we start.
Windshield debate, right?
What? Your windshield. Yeah. So before we start, Vishan is doing the side of saying that this is horrible. I'm doing the side of saying this is good, and I've got very good points here. Then change. What have you got? Are you going to have stand debate? No, not stand debate. This thing. Stand is good. We agree.
Chain is good.
You're gonna.
I agree that the chain is good.
Okay, but we'll see about that. First, let's go with this. Okay. You start. Start saying your bad points about this.
That's flimsy and cheap plastic, and it sits on 2 Ninja Go swords.
I mentioned why that's good. Can't use a good point. It's like saying, I have a muffin. It's very good, okay? Then you're saying, because it's a muffin, it's very bad. That's what you're trying to say. Okay, continue. I won't interrupt you.
Fine, this is a very cheap piece of plastic, very flimsy as you can see. They
God.
could have made a solid plastic for it. They could have made some holes here. You could have used what Anshul calls petroleum tanks to fit them in.
The black pieces.
Yeah, the black pieces.
I don't call them petroleum tanks.
You do.
Okay, so,
Yeah. So, and it sits on 2 Ninja Go swords, which again, they could have used petroleum tanks
Don't
for.
repeat pieces. Don't repeat your lines. That's it. That's all you got. You're gone.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Okay, from my points. The good thing is, it's good that it's flimsy, and I'm not interrupting there because it's not like it's realistic, but then, seriously, how do they make like this piece?
It's also not properly transparent.
I'm gonna mention that. Don't worry. I've got you covered. Each and every of your points are gonna go down. First of all, this thing, it came with a flat piece, which is very good because they wanted to save space there. What if if
They could have included it in one of the bags.
Hold on, let me finish. You can interrupt me. I did 1. That's it. We're done. Okay. If the thing is, if this piece was like so thin, you can see how thin this is. This is much thinner than the actual Lego piece, and that's a good thing. Glass, if you made like that. If they made this, let's just say they made this thin, solid, and they somehow used the black pieces, it would break. It could have broken inside that, and that would not sell very nicely. Like you
I'm
get it
not
broken.
talking about glass.
Hey. Okay.
Hard
Okay,
plastic.
stop. No interrupting me. So, this is thin. Even if they use they cannot just use a special plastic for one piece. If they use the same plastic as this, it's gonna break. It's very thin. It's much thinner than this thing. And if it's actually that thin and it's a hard plastic piece, it can damage you. If you see these Lego pieces, they actually do not make points here. They got literally so many points on this thing. Like over here. That's why it's good that they made out of plastic. The reason they made translucent, this is a good thing. This is a very good thing. Look at it from far. Oops. Let's keep it like this. Let's zoom. We can't zoom out. Anyways, if you look at it from far, you can easily identify this as a glass piece, right? If it's transparent, it'll be very hard to see a glass piece. And that's a good thing. It's translucent.
But glass is transparent.
Yes, but then it's going to be very hard. They made it for looks. It's a very good looking thing. Remember? I told you this. And that's the advantage. It's very clear that they use Lego swords here. So much effort is kept into making this piece. I'm going to say that's good.
And they put 0 effort to make the Ninjago swords. They're like, oh no, we don't have any space for the windshield. Let's just slap on some Ninjago swords.
Well, okay. So, basically,
That's all.
yeah, I won the windshield.
Oh, you self-proclaimed that you won. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. can you do the chainsaw debate? Which side do you choose? I'm gonna
But
let you.
there's no chain debate. The chain is good.
Well,
I
then,
have no complaints about it.
then why don't you choose the good side? Uh-huh.
I also have no good things to say about it.
Exactly.
It's just a mediocre thing. It's just a piece.
Exactly why.
You don't have nothing
Exactly why we're having a debate on it.
much. Oh.
Remember that.
So why didn't we have a debate on the wheels, the seat, all of the pieces, every single piece on this?
Those are above mediocre. This is mediocre. And there's a very big disadvantage. This thing, they come to air. This is like a very big issue. So, which side do you choose? Disadvantage or advantage? Quickly.
But then you can easily fix
Make your
it.
mind.
Come on.
Make your mind.
Come on.
Which side you choose? We promised the viewers 2 debates.
One of them could be the stand debate.
We're not doing the stand debate. Okay. Make your mind, or I'm gonna go with disadvantage. I'm going with disadvantage. Make your points up while I speak. First disadvantage is, I have so many advantages to say though, but yeah, I'm not gonna tell them to you. So first thing is, if you move it front, I don't remember front to backward, but then they converge together. Looks
Ugly.
stupid. And oh wait, if I didn't mention this before, when you move the car back, this is not related. I mean bike. This is not related, unrelated to debate. Forgot to mention its bad point. This is weird noise it makes. What? Zoom was front? Hold on. There's something oh.
When it goes back.
Oh wait, normal. It goes, if you keep a normal mode, it goes, it's a nice sound. Kind of sounds nice, but then like, kind of weird. Back?
Also, when you move it with the suspension down, that looks cool.
That looks like flat, but yeah.
That looks
okay.
like.
Let's continue.
Ghost
Continuing. This piece converge, and basically that's all. I think you're gonna win this debate. Come on. You just need 2 advantage points.
Is it my turn now?
Yes.
The designers put so much effort into making this piece. I mean, like,
That
can't.
That was there before. It's been so many other sets. Mention something.
Like this thing, you cannot expect this from an $80 set.
Okay, that's a valid point. Fine. Actually, I'm gonna say his advantages. He's not really making up his mind. First of all, these pieces are very good for the. I mean, like they go so properly and everything. They're really
very smooth. Is what
yeah.
I'm saying.
Like, and they're very exact. Hold on. Very smooth.
You don't get it like a chain though. You have the fun of building the chain.
Yeah, which some people don't like. But yeah, it's pretty robust, pretty nice, and as it's droopy, it looks better. Like, it looks like a real bike. Like, oh, it has a chain. Wow, it looks so good. Yeah.
In bicycles, I don't think that there's a droop.
I've seen some type of bikes which are not Lego, but like they use rubber band as a chain.
Rubber band.
Literally, this is like a real, literal chain.
It looks very real.
Yeah, it looks very real. And like, they even use a different. The thing they forgot to put in the chain was grease. Agree? Yeah. Okay. Sit here. Yeah. So as I was saying, they actually use a different plastic on the black over here. It kind of feels like rubber, but I don't know how to describe it. But it feels very nice. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe this thing. It's not the thing.
Feels rough.
Yeah, that was the word. He got it. He got it this time. Very easy to keep the chain on. Okay, wait. No, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay, and then you just keep it on there. Yes, and this works very nice. Usually you have it a bit drooping, so it'll be more easy to keep. Yeah. So, chain debate, you won, but you didn't even say any points. So basically, basically chain is good and windshield is good. Both of them are good. They're not bad. Nobody.
Windshield is bad. You just self-declared that the windshield is good.
No, I mean, see, if we
You
get.
said you
No,
self-declared
if we get serious, here, the translucency is actually good.
Hey, what happened? Why are these pieces inverted?
They're supposed to be inverted.
I don't
See, you didn't notice till now.
I don't think it's supposed to be like that.
Well,
mean, you can flip them.
If I find out that it was supposed to be flipped. Okay, hold on. But the viewers, I don't think the viewers noticed. Let us know in the comment section if you noticed this.
Hey, that looks much better actually. Oh.
No,
Yeah,
wait.
just
That's
turn them.
not correct. That's not correct. I know why. Hold on. Ugh. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you're a person who wants glass and everything, like
It's not glass.
like glass pieces basically. You know, they're pretty rare. If you see the bright concept, which is down here, you can see it. There's no glass in this, even on the
There's
videos.
not even a flimsy bit of plastic.
Yeah, like it's not good. They should have got us glass pieces. Remove that piece, seriously. Oh wait,
on,
wait! I got Ducati. We can remove this piece, right?
Yeah, as if I didn't think of that.
Ah. Okay. Wait, what if I use this? So that's it for this video, and we'll see you next time once
Bye-bye.
we're done fixing this. Oh, I took it out.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yeah, give me that. Bye.